Last week, Akima received a shocking phone call from her sister, Shantae, accusing their father, Ray, of child molestation. You see, Shantae's son recently told authorities that his grandfather sexually abused him.
I feel like I've been living in a nightmare. I have been living in a nightmare this past week, from my father going in and out, crying, to, my sister thinking about it, my sister crying, and me having to be mutual and, deal with both parties. It hurts to see both of them going through this. Last week, Tuesday, my sister called me while I was at work. She told me that she got a phone call from the teacher, and she said the teacher said that my nephew told her that he was touched on his private and that he was touched underneath his clothes and on top of his clothes, and that our father laid on him. And basically, when she told me that it was our father that molested him, I didn't believe it, because my father never, I wouldn't think he would do something like that. I never heard anything in the past of him ever. He has no pattern of anything like that. This is affecting our family because now my sister and my father don't talk. Their relationship is done. You got my kids looking at him in a certain kind of way because people asking them questions about their grandfather. When I talked to my father, I basically told him what was told to me by my sister, and he was just surprised, is this a joke? No, it's not a joke, it's serious.
I don't know why he said that I did it, because I would never do that, because I love my grandkids. I love all of them. It hurt me inside. I said that I did it. When I heard, I started crying. I was mad. I thought they was playing. You find out they weren't playing, they was serious. Then my daughter said, only way I'm clear myself is just going to see Wilkos show. Because I can't sleep, I can't hardly really think right. I wouldn't never touch my grandson like that. I wouldn't never. Because I ain't talked to my daughter Shantae ever since this first came out. And I miss my daughter, and I miss talking to her. I'm not mad at her, because that is her child. So she had to take responsibility. She had to do what she got to do for her child. Now, if anybody should be there to touch him, it probably his stepfather, Terrence. Because he around his stepson more than I ever been around. He takes him in the room and beat him. Now, with that telling, something got to be going on. So I think that's the reason why he blamed it on me, because he's so terrified of his stepfather. There's no way that I should fail this test.
Shantae, do you believe that your father sexually molested your son?
Well, I'm 50-50 because I don't want to think my father would do something like that.
What happened last week?
My son told my teacher, told his teacher that, she texted me and told me that he said a statement about his grandfather touching him. And I'm like, I was mad, I was pissed off. I wanted to hurt him.
What did he say?
He said he just told her that that his grandfather touched him. That's all he told her.
Did you confront your father?
I didn't speak to him.
You didn't?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to talk to him. I didn't want to talk to him at the time.
Were you close with your father?
We was okay. We wasn't but he used to watch my kids and I had to pay him.
Now, your father is saying that your fiancé, Terrence, molested your son. Do you believe that Terrence is molesting your son?
No, I don't.
No.
Not at all. Been around. He's like a father figure. He's been around him mostly all his life.
If your father would fail, which let's hope he doesn't, right? Nobody wants that.
No.
What would happen if he did fail?
I hope he gets what's coming to him. Go to jail.
What if Terrence fails? You've been with them
And then he's going to jail and getting out of my house.
All right, well, let's meet your father, Ray.
He's trying to say for one. But I don't blame you for doing this.
I don't want you, Bobby.
I don't blame you for doing this, because you got to listen to your child. That's my grandchild. I don't know what made him say that I did this. Because, you know, I would never do nothing like that. And I've been watching the kid for the longest. And I got like 5 grandkids at the house. I watched it. This is the first time
So
ever.
out of everybody he be around, he just gonna pick you, just choose you.
But I'm the only one there besides Terrence. So what, I mean, like, who else he gonna do? Because you know he's scared of Terrence.
Terrence ain't touching him.
I don't know if he touching him or not. If he ain't touching him, somebody knows something. I don't know nothing about that.
And the person is you.
Well, if you said me, but the test gonna prove it.
And it's gonna prove that you touching him.
Your grandson told a teacher.
He had details.
You know, so that's my problem with this. Like, your grandson, it's not like he's hanging out with buddies or whatever. He went to a teacher and said, my grandpa did this to me.
See, I'm talking about these allegations right here. Because he was being touched or something like that before Night even done came down there. Before Night even started babysitting him.
He was touched. By who?
He was touched. Because,
By
I mean,
who?
like, what? Why?
So why the hell would I just stay there and not do
He's
something?
why
My child was touched.
I will never do nothing like that.
Well, we gonna find out, right?
Look.
So you really believe that her boyfriend, Terrence, is the one
if
that...
he ain't did it, but he knows something about it.
Oh, wow, really?
Really?
Let's bring out Terrence.
That's a lie, Ray. You know that's a lie. You know it's a lie. You know you touched him. You know you touched him. You know you touched him. You know you touched him, Ray.
Man, I will whoop your ass,
You talking about I touched him? You touched him.
You know somebody
just
did.
gonna say,
You know somebody
just
did.
gonna come out and say that you touched him.
What happened
And you
to
didn't do it.
The fact that the grandfather of this child is accusing you, how does that affect you?
That make me upset.
Yeah.
Because we trusted him.
Do you beat him?
I
People
chastise him,
watch
Steve, when there's something going wrong.
Do you beat him?
With a belt.
With the belt.
With a belt. Just like my parents did me.
It ain't like he giving black eyes or something.
Your sister is here. Let's meet Akima. How you doing, Akima?
How you doing?
Tough situation to be in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your father is accused of molesting your nephew, and you know your father probably better than anybody, right? So do you believe that he molested your nephew?
Like, that's just something I can't believe. I can't let that process in my head. Like, that's my father.
If he fails, what happens?
I'm gonna be hurt. Like, I'm gonna be hurt. Like,
Terrence, you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, this winter, did you inappropriately touch Shantae's son for your own sexual gratification? You answered no, and the results for that lie detector test is that you told the truth. Ray, we asked you this winter, did you inappropriately touch your grandson for your own sexual gratification? You answered no. And the result for your lie detector test is that you did not tell the truth.
Yeah. Hey? Yeah. You see that?
That probably has to be the hardest thing to hear about your father. Because in my eyes, my father is my hero, right? You know. And your father is victimizing your nephew, your grandchild, your son. That has to be extremely hard. But go back, protect your son, contact the authorities, and make sure that justice is served here. Nice meeting you.